All right. Hey, told you we'd be right back, and here we are, still at Bally's, still in Las Vegas, still at Gamma, and I'm still Rick with Game Trade Media. We have Bob, who has never been in front of a camera, from Catan Studios.
Never in front of this camera, though.
Not in front of this camera. So, Bob, tell us some awesome stuff coming out of Catan Studios.
Well, you know, Catan being the small and sometimes subtle brand that it is, and the gateway to the entire the board game hobby for many families and folks.
Absolutely.
You know, converting many card players to playing board games and miniatures players and others. This year, you're going to see a new release. I would expect a Gen Con-ish window.
Okay.
Right? It could be a little early, but probably right in that window. They're going to do the first scenario pack for Seafarers.
Oh, nice.
Legend of the Sea Robbers. Sounds really good when I say it that way.
Yeah. Legend of the Sea Robbers.
And it's a semi-legacy product in that you have to have settlers and seafarers to play it.
Okay.
And they're going to have 4 linked scenarios. So where you get to in each scenario will determine where the next scenario starts and affect its goals.
Oh, nice.
And you can win the game by winning like a regular settlers game, or you can accomplish more missions and more of the goals, rescuing people or getting pirates, the sea robber type folks.
All right, like me, the Pirate Tales. They're the best.
And I played a couple of times when they thought they were close to being done with the development, and I got to say I actually liked it, especially after I found out what I was supposed to do.
Right.
Because they'd all played it. Somebody other like, what am I actually doing here? Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that's pretty impressive. There'll be a couple of new Catan geographies this year, which we do. For those who don't know, right? Geographies are state maps,
Right.
turned into Catan boards. So the last year's release was Kentucky,
Well, it was what?
Tennessee, and Kentucky.
Kentucky.
And they have special rules. They also have historical little histories
Okay.
on different towns in the state and where they are, and you can only build in those places.
Okay.
And so it's actually it's kind of cool. They're all the same scale.
Okay.
So as you do the United States, you can actually cut them all out and make one huge map in the end.
That would be crazy. And it's
Imagine that, crazy from Catan.
and all the games that are coming out, they still are basically the same Catan mechanic of reverse
The
management.
dice, so they don't always
Okay.
pretend they play in the program. You know,
Right.
those things are always going to be present.
Right.
Right. The philosophies.
Okay. So if anybody wants to find out more information about this, what website should they go to?
Well, they can go to Catan Studio or Catan.com or Catan.com.
Oh, Catan.com.
Either one.
Okay.
Either one will work.
Very cool. And like you said, for those of you that are fans of Catan, I know that for a lot of times when I want to introduce, like you said, someone to a new board game or to the board game world, Catan is the one most people will bring out and put on the table because it is that gateway to this universe.
We used to call these kind of games beer and pretzel games.
Beer and pretzel
We now
games.
call them milk and cookies games.
Ah,
Right?
I
Although for some of us, they may still be beer.
beer and pretzel still. I see. You know,
Yeah. Or mojitos or margaritas. Isn't it?
I do like a good margarita. It's a fact.
Yep. The game plays slower as you increase the number of margaritas.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to take anything away from that. So as far as Gamma goes, is that Catan Studios'
That's
big,
the primary. That's
big
the primary
announcement?
show.
Okay.
There's a couple other projects in the works that we
Okay.
have.
Oh, right. Dang gag orders. Get you every time.
Well, for a lot of reasons.
Right, absolutely. So Gen Con is hopefully the
Yeah, I believe it'll be out before Gen Con, but
Right.
I think Gen Con is the final target window for it.
Okay,
So,
great. And that being the Gen Con's 50th year this year, if you're missing it, you're missing a big party, a big show, a lot of fun.
50.
50 years of Gen Con.
You know, I've only been to 31 of them, so.
Well, that's it? Pshaw. Well, Bob, we really appreciate you coming up talking to us about
Anytime.
all the cool stuff coming out. And
Thank you.
we'll see you down on the show floor. Is that right?
We will indeed.
All right. Well, there you have it, everybody. Go to your local game store, pick up a copy of Catan and all the great other parts of the Catan studio.
Star Trek Catan.
Star Trek Catan. Yes, pick that up.
Federation Space.
I mean, I enjoy a good Star Trek game. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So go to your local GameStop, or GameStop. Don't. Go to your local game shop and become part of the community there. Get your games. You know what? Screw it. I'm having a stroke. We'll be back later this evening, and we're going to be doing a really cool playthrough at 6:30, so stay tuned. We're going down to the exhibit hall, and we're going to have a good time down there with all the publishers. I'll send you guys some pictures. Bye.
Bye.